with your clothes on. It becomes an ordeal and it doesn't get done. So what the doctors who recommend their clients and patients buy the relaxed sauna love about the relaxed sauna is they get compliance. It's easy to use, very easy to use. Because I was at a doctor's conference for nutrition in Minneapolis, and we sold like 14 saunas that weekend, and 4 were to doctors who had wooden saunas in their home and hardly ever used it. $4,000 wooden saunas. Why? Because it takes 20, 30 minutes to preheat. And some take an hour. Some take maybe only 10 minutes. But regardless, if you've got 10 minutes to go in, like as soon as you finish a shower, you go in for 1-2 minutes to dry off, oh my gosh, you're in heaven. If you wake up in a cold room and you're freezing, no sweat. I can go into the relaxed sauna, and in 30 seconds I'll be warm and toasty. So you don't even worry about the 30 seconds of incredible cold that you feel, being cold. So there are a lot of benefits, you know, as you're experiencing now. And what's nice is like when people come to the booth, they've got back pain. Usually back pain takes 15 minutes to get rid of the back pain. All the other pains take about 7 minutes, you know. So with people, especially with back pain, they come in for 7 minutes, they're starting to sweat, they leave, they come back in a half an hour, and they can do the other 7 minutes. And then 90% of the back pain is gone. Now, why does it work? Why does it work? You know, it's like the easiest answer is basking in divine love can do a lot of good. It really can. And it's like, it's almost like that's what it's almost, you almost have to think like that. And then you have a scientific reason. Well, it increases microcirculation, it increases the core temperature of the body, it increases the resonating in the water cells, and you can give all these scientific reasons. You know, and I asked one naturopathic doctor, a well-known one in Oregon or Washington, he said, I don't know, it just feels good. I just feel good from doing it, you know, and it's like, well, yeah, mental clarity, you feel good, you feel energized, you feel revitalized, you're ready to take on the world. We have a 60-year-old man who I met at an astrology show I did, and he was just there with friends, and he said he sent me he texted me a picture of him. He said, I'm age 60, I just did my best time ever in bench pressing after being in the relaxed sauna. So, you know, we have a marathon runner, like I told you about, from Philadelphia, and then we have a lady who runs marathons regularly. Her boyfriend has a holistic clinic in near Thousand Oaks, and she has been using far infrared saunas for 15 years and loves them. She says the relaxed sauna is her favorite one. That's on YouTube. We've got about 10 sheets of paper, you know, just single-sided or double-sided white pieces of paper at the booth. One's on Lyme disease, one's on massage therapists, one's on athletes and runners. Another is comparing the relaxed sauna to wooden saunas, comparing the relaxed sauna to cheaper saunas. We have another one on the breakthrough technologies. You know, we have a lot of individual sheets, and all these you can go to the website, relaxedsaunas.com, relaxedsaunas.com, or the momentum98.com, and then you click on the relaxed sauna, and there's a wealth of information. We've got Dr. Sherry Rogers' book, Detoxify or Die. I think we've got 3 of the chapters that you could read online. We have an EMF report on the relaxed sauna showing that it's very safe, it passes tests. There's very, very low EMF. For those who are concerned about EMF, the relaxed sauna serves as an EMF protector. It serves as an EMF protector. And besides that, we have a musician from Philadelphia who was at a show. He was reluctant to get in the relaxed sauna, but his friend got in and said, hey, this is great. His mom's got a cheapy sauna, and he won't go in it. But he said, all right, you know, he treaded very cautiously and got in the sauna, and he was in for, I don't know, 8, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And he's a musician. You know, I asked him, well, do you feel more creative? He said, well, frankly, no, I feel so great. But later on I will be. But he said, I'm very sensitive to EMF. I can feel the EMF outside of my body in the radiator area. I can feel it there, but it can't get in. And I liken this to being in an RV vehicle and there's a bear outside. Okay, you can see the bear, you can feel the bear, but it can't get in, you're protected. So he says he is not at all ill-affected by the far infrared energy, and it turns out that the far infrared energy itself antidotes EMF. It antidotes EMF. That's in the research, the Japanese research. Far infrared ray antidotes EMF. And so some companies, you know, their marketing plans, their marketing tactics, or whatever, you know, they say we are no EMF, you know, and others say they're low EMF. And you know, there is no EMF in the relaxed sauna except a little bit here. If you're really concerned, you can put it on the floor and by the radiator. Why is there no EMF? Because there's no electricity. You know, I mean, the only EMF is the EMF that's in the room. As a matter of fact, we put the meter in there. There's EMF that's above what's supposed to be accepted anyway, with the thing not even turned on, because it's in the air. So it's like EMF is one of the things about this society. You've got pollution coming out of the haystacks, the chimneys, the factories. You have the water is polluted, the air is polluted. I mean, Doris Rapp, who promotes far infrared saunas a lot, she wrote the book Our Toxic World. We live in a toxic world. You know, the food, the got Roundup residue, you have all this stuff. How do you, even if you eat a pure diet, you're not immune? The relaxed sauna, a perfect solution to undo the damage. Living in, I mean, I talked to a man at the Anti-Aging Expo afterwards. He said the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, he calls it the euthanizing people anywhere. You know, I mean, it's again, hospitals are symbols for disease, not health. But the world is backwards. The world is backwards. So we say hospitals is for health. We call it health care, and it's disease care. The EPA, because of you know, things lose their main purpose. And then you have, you know, like the movie Thrive. Have you ever seen the movie Thrive? It's by, yes, it's by Procter and Gamble.
Just Mr. Gamble, not Mr. Proctor.
No. I forget it's for Foster Gamble, the son of Mr. Gamble.
Right.
Did the movie, and he says, why is this energy source is not available to us? It should be. And he has one of the speakers, Nassim, was actually in that movie Thrive, and he says, follow the money, follow the money. And it's sad. I mean, what would you do if your whole family made money on gas and coal, and then solar energy is trying to make, you know, it's like I mean, to me, well, what I do is I'd buy solar energy and eventually turn people over to solar energy, because you still want to maintain your own livelihood, and then turn something on to better, and eventually phase that out and phase in solar energy. It's like, I don't know, that's just my solution, not being in the situation. But you know, Buddha talks about right livelihood. So you do want to recover from being in this toxic world, and a far infrared sauna really is for everyone. Everyone. Yes?
I'm sorry I got here so late. But,
that's right.
My mom has cancer, and she has also kidney failure. She's at 40. Is this something like this safe for her to use?
Absolutely. I talked to Dr. Robinson in Florida about 8 years ago, and his mom had kidney dialysis, and he would take her down to the place a couple times a week. In the early 80s, my mom had kidney dialysis as well. She said that she went through a day and a half of hell every time she did the dialysis. And what Dr. Robinson said, that when he was taking his mom down there, one of the guys said, you know, I don't go through any hell afterwards. You know why? I do a far infrared sauna for half an hour before I come in for my kidney dialysis. So I highly recommend doing a far infrared sauna, because it detoxifies you. It essentially, even though we've tested the urine, and if a person went into the sauna and gave urine before, and then 15 minutes went into the sauna, and then when he gave urine the next time, way more heavy metals and toxins in the urine afterwards. So you do detoxify through the colon, through the skin, through the sweat, through the lungs, and through the kidneys. But we have been to about 12 or 15 or 20 cancer conferences. And just as an indication, not to talk about sales, but we usually sell between 15 and 25 relaxed saunas at every cancer conference we do. And we've got about 10 doctors who use the relaxed sauna in their practice with their cancer patients. And we have about 10 videos of them. And we also have a couple ladies talking about how she doesn't have cancer anymore. She bought a sauna from us, listened to one of the talks, listened to a couple of talks, bought a rebounder, bought our sauna, and a year later came back and gave me a video testimony. We have about 500 of them on YouTube. 500 video testimonies. That's a lot. I do 30 shows a year for the last 12 years promoting the relaxed sauna. I've seen 20,000 minor, major miracles of the 100,000 people I put in, and a lot of people don't even tell me how good they feel and what it's done for them.
I noticed, looks like you're dressed.
I am fully.
Okay, that's
Fully clothed.
I thought you had to be.
Far infrared energy goes through clothes.
But you're sweating out the toxins, so.
Well, she's actually sweating for the first
I am.
time. When's the last time you sweated before today?
It's been a long time, because I really have to work to get
Yeah.
myself to that point. I just don't sweat. You know, we're all unique in our own way,
Yeah.
and I'm just not a sweater. I've
Yeah.
never been a sweater. I'm wearing a sweater, but I've never been a sweater before. And this is something that, you know, it was not very ladylike when I was growing up.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to perspire. It's not ladylike.
Yeah.
You know, so when you said you liked the sweater, I went like, oh my goodness, you know.
Yeah, that's true. People have to get past that.
Yeah.
My mom's in the same generation. She's like that too. It's like this kind of a phobia about
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah. Another thing I was going to say is she has her clothes on here. If you have one in your house, like I go in mine naked. You know, I put towels down. I also, another thing that I want to point out is you can take the chair out and get in lotus position and meditate in there. You know, turn that on. It's a really powerful experience because like Phil's saying, it's a spiritual experience, but you can actually get in lotus position in there, turn that up. If it gets too hot, you can open up the zipper.
Yeah,
So
that's,
you would have
that's
your head
something.
inside when you would do
Yeah,
that?
so
Yeah.
you get the head sweat, you get the whole deal. I like to do that. I like to get my head, put my head in
My
there.
face is sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll sweat really more when you put your head in.
Yeah, and then all this toxins that come out of your head and stuff.
You mentioned the lay down one too.
Yeah, we have a lie down sauna at the booth 407. Come and try it, for sure. We come in 3-4 times today, tomorrow, Sunday, and try it. And we want you to fall in love with your beloved.
But also, you're doing free shipping, right?
Free shipping, yeah. Special show special. You save about $150. Yeah. Go ahead.
Is this the standard size? I'm surprised at how small it is. I thought they were much bigger. I thought
Well,
they were
there are wooden saunas by different companies.
Okay.
Okay, they at most can do 60-62% far infrared ray energy. This is 98% pure far infrared ray, and we have found it to be the most effective sauna out there.
So like we live in a condo which
Yeah.
doesn't have a lot of room. So is this collapsible and retractable, and does it damage it?
Not at all, not at all, not at all. It all fits. It all fit in here except for the chair. You can just travel with it. It's like 18 pounds. In this whole thing, the tent folds and it will fit in your suitcase. And so will the radiators, the two radiators, the two double radiators. I'll give you
Phil
some.
always has them in his hotel room when he travels. He takes them and it's not there. They're really easy. I mean,
I did it for an hour this morning.
Okay, I'm done.
Now we've got about 2 minutes
Thank you
left.
for
I got the
that.
5-minute warning about a few minutes ago.
Sunday, yeah, on
you
Sunday.
can come tonight too if you want.
Can I ask?
The lady.
Yes, please.
Also in the area
I'm
to
going to
use
see
as
somebody
a
until they.
gas fireplace.
I'll come
can
Sunday.
This be in the same room as something like that?
Absolutely.
Really?
All it is, it's totally safe.
You know?
We have a sheet at our paper. You could put tissue paper into the radiator, and it won't burn. It won't burn at all. I appreciate everyone coming to the workshop, the talk on the relaxed sauna.
have tools.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well,
My-
it's
my-
about 5, but tools enough.
My name is Philip Wilson. Again, I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I've had a health food store since 1980. Before that, I had a degree in mathematics and 4 years of graduate school in mathematics, an honors degree. I was a brilliant mathematician, and I gave it all up because I wanted to be more creative, and I loved communicating what I discovered. And it's you know, I started selling massage tools to stores and to individuals. I started doing shows selling massage tools, and since 2003 I've been selling the Farnford sauna, and it's the pinnacle of all the products we've ever sold that help you get into the moment, and that's when the magic in life happens. We have a website, relaxsaunas.com. Momentum98.com is the whole store, and you can go right under the Relax Sauna picture. We're in booth 407 downstairs in the corner of the room on the left, on the far corner, right across from the Tibetan bowl guy. Tibetan.
You go in the room, go all the way, as you enter the big room,
Yes,
go to the far right-hand side,
Far
and
right.
very back.
far right, far red sauna.
Yes.
Or it's-
And I would say there's probably at least 100 people in this building right now who have the Relax Sauna in their home.
Great. Is this your only lectures tonight?
I'm talking at 4 to 4:45 Saturday,
Okay.
tomorrow. So you can come again.
How does the waves hit you from that? Is it coming out of the cloth, or is there a lamp inside there?
Yes and yes. It's being reflected from the silver. It's a mirror. The whole tent is a mirror. Farnford goes through clothes, hits the silver, bounces.
But there's no lamp inside of
There's
it?
2 lamps right on. There's 2 lamps. This is a 200 watt. There are 2
You can come up and see
750
it
watts
if you want.
inside. We're going
Right
to
there.
take it apart right now as the finale. The
Okay.
grand finale is watching me take it apart in 2 minutes.
All right.
That's fair.
Okay, so you might as well watch, and thank you. So this is, it's got poles that hold this up. And those are the poles. And then the radiator's inside. And then there's a little button you press, you unzip the zipper. Okay, and then you take the radiator out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And that's the radiator, a well-used one.
Have you ever had anything with
Chair.
neuropathy? People.
Yeah,
A lot of
about
people.
10 minutes I mentioned is people with neuropathy rave about it because it dissipates the pain and everything, and they can have feeling. This one man, he hadn't had feeling in 10 years. A lady in Dallas was crying afterwards because she could wiggle her toes for the first time in like 7 years after she had cancer surgery. And her hands were like a mess, and she could do all this.
Okay.
But she could actually wiggle her toes for the first time in 7 years.
Boy, that thing just collapses right down.
Yeah,
Great.
and it fits in a suitcase.
And knee implants, does this heat up metal inside your body?
No, it doesn't. It does. There, you can have a pacemaker. You have a titanium rod, or any kind
Right.
of, and it only affects the organic cells and the water cells in your body.
Okay, great. We'll see you
What's your
tomorrow.
name?
I'm Daniel
Yeah.
Hernandez. Nice to meet you.
Stop at the booth.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.